Banners, because they're like. You can have
Over there. Try to say something.
Good morning, coaches, players, media, and members of local athletic community. It is our pleasure to welcome you to the 72nd Annual Luther Invitational Tournament's press conference. My name is Sheldon King, and I'm one of the MCs today for today's press conference. We're excited to continue this Luther tradition, and I express my thanks to all for everyone who's attending. LIT will not be possible without your support. Today, we would like to warmly welcome this year's special guests and members from Luther's 2006 LIT Championship team, along with their local media sponsors. We appreciate your continued support for the tournament. The Luther Invitational Tournament is special. Not only it is known for its high athleticism, but it's also known for its sportsmanship. For the past several months, Luther students have been hard at work on their respective committees preparing for the tournament. We're all excited to invite teams from all over Western Canada that help to make this tournament a memorable and a fun experience.
Good morning, my name is Annabelle Bast, and I'm also one of the chairs of this year's Media Relations Committee. I'm pleased to be the other MC for today's event. Luther College acknowledges the tournament takes place on the Treaty 4 territory, the traditional land of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, Anishinaabe people, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. The theme for this year's tournament is Global Jam. You've probably noticed the flags in the student commons and the student artwork around the school. Luther students have brought Global Jam to life. To begin the press conference, I would like to invite our tournament director, Mr. Troy Casper, to welcome you on behalf of Luther.
Listen, go. Let's stay. Morning. I can speak loud enough. Welcome to everybody that's here this morning. I know we have other past special guests, media that is here from across Regina. It really doesn't. It goes without being said that all that's involved, including our community around us, it takes everybody really to put it together, especially at game time. But for the months before, there's lots of preparation. It starts actually years in advance when we start looking at teams to invite and teams that have been here, and even national team players, or teams that are really good in their communities at junior levels and moving forward. And looking back even to 2 years ago and watching the teams that are coming this year and knowing some of their players, just from them in junior basketball even. It's kind of neat to have this opportunity every year to watch them come to Luther in Western Canada's, if not Canada's, oldest high school tournament. There's another tournament out east that is really, really old. It's another year older than ours, but they're not run by a high school. It's more of a community tournament. So they have 73 years since it started, and this being the 72nd when you lose a year during COVID. It's really special. And I actually used a couple words, students to be in a platform and showcase themselves. It's a chance for our local community athletes in Regina to make sure that they are seen by parents, by family, and by their community of a school. Teams from all across the country sometimes that want to be at this tournament, so I want to thank them for being here and making the trip. It's not cheap to travel. It's not cheap for players to play sometimes. So we express our deepest thanks to all of you. I bet you I have 70 or 80 books, maybe more, that over the last 15 years he gave to me. Actually, I was speaking to a couple of our players last week, and some different students in grade 12 that are volleyball players and basketball players. And I think about some of the books that he gave us, and there's like different quote books, but there's lots of biography books about certain athletes and coaches. But one that he had a check mark beside in this book, and it said, "We're always surprised that there's a lot of simple things we can do, especially with things like LIT, but they take a long time sometimes. Making a layup is pretty easy sometimes when there's no one guarding you. But when we do the simple things well, sometimes we surprise ourselves at how great things can be." And that's a bit of an analogy. So I think about this tournament, and I think about all the work that goes in, before us over the last 70-some years, and even next year and the year after, the amount of work that we do. Watching kids here on Monday, with 80, 90, whatever kids here doing stuff on their day off, it was great. Last night we had a bunch of kids here, students here doing stuff, and then our staff. And then I want to thank the school, because the school allows us to have that platform and run with it. So I welcome the 2006 guests. Welcome all the media and all the community this weekend, and welcome to the LIT. It's a pleasure to be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Casper. The community of Luther and Regina is grateful for your passion and support for LIT. As we celebrate the 72nd Annual Luther Invitational Tournament, I would like to honor this year's special guest, the Luther Lions senior boys basketball team of 2006. The team claimed a memorable championship at the 54th Annual Luther Invitational Tournament themed Rumble in the Jungle, defeating the Sheldon Williams Spartans 75-67 in the final to end a 16-year title drought. Led by tournament MVP Mark Van Berk, who erupted with 50 points in a dramatic semifinal over Sisler. Coached by Drew Hunter, Adam Hunter, and Bill Johnson, the 2006 squad proudly raised a long-awaited championship banner and secured its place in the Luther basketball history. Before we introduce them, we have a short video of the team.
This is what high school sports is all about.
We would now like to invite Mr. Connor Houston.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay? I hope my 20 years later, this is pretty crazy. It doesn't feel like that long ago. Hope none of my English teachers are here for this speech here. As mentioned, my name is Connor Houston. I'll be the special guest at the 72nd annual LIT. No one does that anymore. That's okay. Over the past few weeks, I've been reflecting and chatting with my teammates about why this tournament was so special for us to win. And three things really stand out from those conversations. First, for more than 70 years, the Luther community of teachers, students, coaches, mentors, trainers, managers, parents, alumni, and LIT legends has poured its heart and soul into making this tournament what it is. Without those commitments and sacrifices over the years, winning this event as the home team would not have been so meaningful. Second, as Troy mentioned, I can call him Troy now, that's pretty sweet. Some of my teammates and I grew up attending LIT as young basketballers, and it quickly became a place that had special meaning for us. We remember heading home as kids, imagining what it would be like to one day wear the Luther Lion jersey on that same court. Our inspiration came from the players we admired and the electric atmosphere that surrounded them, pushing us to work on our own games with hopes of competing in LIT ourselves. I think that's an important reflection for the people that are the players that are competing this weekend. There's the next generation's looking, and you're inspiring them to get better. Then I was on the topic of atmosphere. I was chatting with Von Rice, who I said was going to be here today but couldn't make it. He spoke about the preparation and the artwork that helped create the atmosphere at this tournament, which made me realize how much those artistic contributions matter to the event. It's hard to imagine this gym without the banners. I know it's in the other gym now, or the annual theme that ties it together. The final point that stood out was the level of competition, which is what makes this tournament so difficult to win. The pre-LIT filters the best teams from Regina. I spoke with a friend from the Boldest the other day. He was so pumped to just win that tournament and get into LIT, to participate in it once. Stack that on top of the pre-tournament challenge, on top of the out-of-town programs that are invited. It's an incredibly tough path to win and become an LIT champion. And the fact that only 5 Luther teams have won the tournament in the 70-plus year history, I'm just going to chalk that up to the integrity of the seeding system. It was never an easy path for Luther to win this tournament. In closing, I'd like to mention that while winning is sweet, it's the journey that my teammates and I remember, the laughter on and off the court, all the memories that surround the game, and not just the outcome of winning this tournament. When I think about that journey, I'll never forget the feeling walking down the tunnel into this gym toward that final game. The crowd grew louder and louder with each step as we approached the gym, until we poured on the court as a unit, surrounded by a roar of the crowd that you couldn't even hear yourself think. We definitely weren't within fire code. I think Troy can attest to that. We were right on fire code. It's been confirmed, just for insurance purposes. But recently I talked to a few players on the Sheldon team, and they echoed the same things of how loud and intense that atmosphere was that night. So it's not just our team that felt that. It was truly a special evening, that championship game, and the fact that we could play against Sheldon, who we were 1 and 2 in the league at that point, and for everyone in the community, the basketball community, to share in that moment. I think it was beyond just us. It was for the whole community and the history of this tournament, and not just our team, but the basketball community that really cherishes this event. So anyways, thanks to all of you for hosting us this week. We've talked the last couple of days about how important it was for us to win that one game so we could have this reunion. Just wanted to give a shout out to Drew and Troy that's been a ton of organization getting all of these cats on my team herded to come this weekend. So we really appreciate it, and all the best to the teams. Let's go Lions.
Thank you, Mr. Houston. We're so excited to have you as our special guest for the 72nd annual LIT. I would now like to invite the senior Luther boys team's coach, Mr. Ashley Yeaman, to briefly introduce the team.
Thanks very much, Connor. Still giving assists all these years. Jason Drummond, my assistant coach, and Caleb Brissett, who's a Luther alumni as well, for helping me and helping our team. Me many years ago when I'd finished university and got me in here as an instructor, doing a camp, and I just had great memories of being in this gym. Gold medal in this gym. So it's really neat to be back, and I just want to thank all the support that we have here from Troy and our teacher advisor, Ms. Brzezinski, and Aaron and Jeremy. We're really kind of humbled to be welcomed into a school and an institution with such a rich tradition and history and legacy. So for us, it's a really special opportunity to be a part of this Luther family a small part, and the part is coaching a team of high school boys, and some of you guys might know some of the guys. Our team is a young team. We only have two players returning from last year's team, Rowan Conkle and Isaac Idowu. They're great leaders for our group, and I think they kind of personify, a little bit about what Dick Stark's legacy was, and as a builder, and won the tournament as a coach, as a player, and really kind of put in a lifetime of work to build this tournament up. But his legacy was one of sportsmanship and respect, and those two guys really add a lot to any team that they're going to be a part of, but especially our team with those kind of traits. So Drew, maybe we'll be the first team to win LIT in a few years. If not, though, you guys laughing at that? I hope not. We're really thankful for the support that we're going to receive. Our team is getting better every day, and I think that's all you can kind of ask of a team of individuals, is to kind of put in the work and get better. And what Mr. Casper mentioned about getting better at the simple things, that's a really great analogy for life and for basketball. And so that's what we try and do every day with our team and our players, is get better at sharing the ball, moving the ball, playing hard defense, and communicating with each other, and kind of being there for each other as a team. So I'm really proud of the guys that I'm coaching, and I'm really looking forward to watching them battle against some really good competition and making some lifelong memories. I've got a couple friends who hit some shots at LIT, and I still hear about it 30 years from now. So if these guys that are playing this weekend can kind of pull off some magic, it goes a long way for staying with you for the rest of your life. So thanks very much.
Thank you, Mr. Yeoman. We look forward to the team's performance over the tournament. Now, I would like to invite the senior Luther Graf to introduce the team.
Hello, everyone. I would first like to thank Unforgettable Experience. I know this because I still remember my first LIT. Back when I was a student in 1991, I was grade 9. I remember the sportsmanship, the fan enthusiasm, the school spirit, the blitz nights, the pep rally, halftime entertainment, amazing basketball, and of course, the pop part of it. And I've loved every part of it ever since. Because of my experience, I'm overjoyed for my team of amazing to play in this tournament, to be a part of the committees. This year we have a good mix of veterans and rookies. We're led by our three captains, Matea Locke, Amelia Pino, and Annabelle Bast. They lead us on the court, off the court. Amelia and Annabelle are now playing in their third LIT, and Matea is in her second. Again, we are like the boys, we're in tough competition. Of course, we also want to win every game. And I'm hoping that we can achieve our goals this week, about the relationships and the experience. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. Have a great weekend, and go Lions.
Thank you, Mr. Graf. We wish you the best of luck over this weekend. We would now like to introduce the rest of the teams that are participating in the LIT.
First off, we have the McGrath Zenith boys joining us from McGrath, Alberta. They are coached by Chris Stead, and we are excited to have them with us this weekend. Next, we have the McGrath Panda girls, also joining us from McGrath, Alberta. They are coached by Brad Karen, and we wish them the best of luck at this LIT.
Up next, I will be introducing the River East Kodiaks boys who are also joining LIT. They are from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and are coached by Tyler Kohut. We look forward to seeing them perform this weekend. Additionally, the River East Kodiaks girls will also be joining us. They are coached by Christina Post-Thomas, and we are excited to see what they bring to the tournament.
We are pleased to welcome St. Joseph's senior boys, who are joining us from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. They are coached by Paul Hansen, and we wish them the best of luck in the LIT. Also joining us from Saskatoon, we have the St. Joseph's senior girls, coached by Tegan Dirksen. We hope the team enjoys their time at Luther.
Introducing the Sisler Spartans, who are joining us from Winnipeg, Manitoba. We wish the team and their coach Paulo Cuejo the very best this weekend. We would now like to introduce the Vincent Massey senior girls traveling from Winnipeg, Manitoba. They are coached by Stacey Howish, and we wish the best of luck to all the girls.
We have two teams from Raymond, Alberta joining us this year. First, we have the Raymond Comet senior boys, coached by Brett Ralph. We're delighted to have them back in the tournament this year, and we look forward to seeing them perform. Next, we have the Raymond Comet senior girls joining us, coached by Alan Gibb. We would like to welcome them and wish them the best of luck this week.
Now moving on to Regina, let's welcome the Martin Monarchs senior boys basketball team. They're coached by Mr. Rob Thompson, and I would like to invite him up to introduce his team.
Hello, Coach Rob Thompson, Martin Monarchs. Been with the school for, I think this is my 9th year with the program. LIT, pretty special to me. I've been a part of this as a player, an assistant coach, and now a head coach. So my journey with LIT kind of takes me back to 1990, where again, I was able to walk into this gym through that tunnel, packed house, play the host Luther Lions team in the final. Great experience, came up a little bit short in the game, but just the atmosphere and the competitive spirit is something that I'll remember forever. And our guys that played in that game, whether we won or lost, it was just such a great experience. So fortunate to be here. As an assistant coach, I continued on and got mentorship under Glenn Facula, a local legendary coach with the Belfer Redmond at the time. 98, I believe, and 99 were the years I was around, and fortunate enough to be a part of those championship teams. Fast forward, have 3 boys, end up coaching at Martin, and it took a long time, but we end up qualifying last year for the first time with a small school. Oftentimes when we go to tryouts, we get 14 guys trying out, maybe 15. Sometimes guys haven't played basketball, so we kind of take what we get. And last year we were able to get it done, qualify, appreciate the opportunity, and we fought hard to get to the final and just came up a little bit short. Again, this year, back, competition in Regina is very high this year, and super fortunate to be back and be a part of this experience. Love the competition, love the school spirit, and just fortunate to be here. So I got three kind of players here who help lead our team, and I just want them to stand up here. I know they're nervous, but I want them to stand up here, introduce themselves, and just say what they're looking forward to. Thank you.
My name is Kobe Thompson, and I'm most excited for the atmosphere and all the fans coming out and supporting us during our games.
Hello, my name is Zach Zeiser. I played in my first LIT last year. It was a great experience. Loved the atmosphere with the packed crowd watching the game, especially playing in the finals. We did end up coming short in the last game, but it was honestly a great experience, and I'm looking forward to it again. Thank you.
My name is Judah Frentz. I'm super excited to be here. I'm looking forward to competing in my last chance to play in LIT in high school. And I just wanted to thank Luther and all the volunteers and everyone for putting this tournament on. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. We look forward to see you guys play in the LIT. Now, introducing our second local team, the Winston Knoll Wolverines. They're coached by Cass Ford, and I would like to invite Mrs. Ford to introduce them. Yeah, I would like to invite Ms. Ford to introduce the team.
That's not us, but we look just as good. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk up here. This is my third time coaching in LIT, first time as a head coach. The tournament is just amazing. It's so well run. The sportsmanship is class A. The compete here is amazing. I just can't ask for a better tournament for my girls to compete in. I'm joined here by our seniors on the team, Lily Duffield and Brooke and Bryn Burney. They got to play in this tournament in grade 10. We weren't here last year, unfortunately, but I'm glad that they get the opportunity to be here as grade 12s in their last chance playing LIT. And yeah, it's just a great experience. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Cass. Sorry about your picture. We look forward to seeing Noel play in the LIT. Next, we would like to introduce the Lebolda Suns senior boys basketball team, coached by Derek Zitinley. Unfortunately, Mr. Zitinley could not join us today, but we wish the Suns the best of luck in the LIT. Lebolda Suns senior girls are also joining us for LIT. They are coached by Garrett Cott, and Mr. Cott also couldn't join us today. We look forward to seeing the Suns play this weekend. We're incredibly grateful and excited for these teams to compete in the 72nd annual LIT, wishing teams all the best of luck this weekend. We express our gratitude towards both Luther and the members of the community who made this tournament possible, and hope everyone gets to enjoy the tradition this weekend.
This concludes the 72nd annual LIT's press conference. Thank you to all who attended the event, including coaches, special guests, and our local media. We appreciate your continued support both today and throughout the years. Now, we would like to invite the media to stay and interview the coaches, advisors, or players if they would like. We look forward to seeing you all this weekend. And Mr. Casper has a short announcement.
It's kind of out of the scope of the actual media conference. To our student body, a quick update in the schedule for tomorrow for all the students in our school. So tomorrow class, the last class ends at 12:05. And at that point, at 12:05, with a new structure this year, we have 2 showcase games. We have a game at 12:30 tomorrow as well with our senior boys tomorrow. Our girls play at night. So the entire school comes down to the gym at 12:05, and the game happens at 12:30 in front of the entire school tomorrow. So the whole school comes down at 12:05, and then at that point we and obviously get in free. come into the gymnasium, occupy our center seats, and cheer our team on tomorrow, nice and loud and proud tomorrow as a student body. So at 12:05 we come down to the school, down to the gymnasium, and we're there for the 12:30 game. Have a great day. Thanks so much to the LIT media crew, and we'll see you this weekend. Thanks.
That concludes chapel. Thank you all for coming.